What is up, everyone? Welcome back, my channel. So today is F123 My Team Career Mode Episode 1. This is the start of the series of My Team Career Mode, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, we're just gonna be customizing our character. Let me just get the avatar one. The avatar here. Not this one, this one. If you guys did not know, I am from Portugal, so we're gonna be putting the Portuguese flag there. Let me just get it real quick. Okay. I'm gonna be putting my name and my surname as the same, just so when you see the drivers, you'll see my name. So it's not that confusing. There is no audio name for Rodrigo, so we're just gonna be putting Rodriguez, which is the closest option, and we're gonna be number 5. Okay, now I'm just gonna be customizing my suit, my helmet, you know, that stuff.
Okay, boss, let's get this team up and running.
Okay, guys, so the team name is gonna be the Mad Lads, because I think it's gonna be a pretty cool name. Our sponsor is gonna be finish 8th or better in the Constructors Championship. Our power maintain is gonna be Red Bull, and our teammate is gonna be Liam Lawson. Okay. Now, the car livery, I wanted to make it look like something straight and not out of an arcade. Which is going to be black, red, and blue, our team colors. So you guys will see it's going to be looking really cool. Honestly, you guys, I hope you guys like how the car turns out. It's going to look really cool. Honestly, I'm pretty happy how it's turning out right now. It's pretty cool. Yeah, like I said, something straight of an arcade looks like something pretty cool, honestly. I'm just gonna be putting the radio sticker. It looks like a radio. Like I said, the team colors are red, black, and blue, but we're just gonna be putting red and blue. Or red and dark blue. However you guys want to say it. It's gonna be dark blue. There we go. There. Let me just put this to blue because the other part doesn't matter. There. Okay, let's advance.
Well, I could talk to you all day. Thank you so much for your time, but I better let you get back to work. There's plenty more still to do. All the very best for your inaugural F1 season.
Okay, let's get into the team headquarters. The first thing we're gonna be doing is checking the activities to see what we can do for the team right away. and maybe improve the team here a bit, get more resources, you know. There. Now we're gonna be maybe doing some upgrades on our car. First aerodynamics, then we'll do a little bit of chassis if we have enough. Which we don't right now, but we'll get some stuff here to upgrade the chassis. I don't think we're gonna have enough for any more upgrades for Bahrain. Yeah, we do not have enough. Okay, let's get into this race weekend. Let's get into the very first time that we get the car out into track. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how we can manage our car.
Morning mate, Mark here. Just want to say once again, thanks so much for making me part of this team. There's a huge number of talented
Okay guys, let's get into this practice section. For the very first time that we take the car out into track, and let's see how we do. We're just gonna change it to soft tires, and yeah, let's get out into track. For the very first time we take it out, we're gonna drive out, but usually we won't even have practice, so I'm just gonna skip the qualifying, and I will just, instead of driving out, I'll just use the fly lap, which is way quicker to get my qualifying time. Okay. So this is our very first time with the car out. It's a pretty good turn here. Okay, so far the car isn't so bad. The handling is feeling good, turning is not that bad. But let's see how it goes along. So this lap. Managing it pretty well, honestly. Okay, I think we did a really good first lap with this car. Even though it wasn't any qualifying time, it was pretty good the very first time we took the car out. Let's see how we do in this lap here though. Let's just see if we can get a pretty good lap time. Okay. So it wasn't a bad lap time. Obviously we got fast lap because we were the first people to get in there, but still. Not that bad, and we also beat Ocon.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Yeah, we might pit this lap. Even though we don't have any damage or anything, the tires are not really worn out. I don't think we're gonna get the like that lap time. We did some pretty good corners and stuff. Anyways, we're gonna pit this lap, and I don't know. I don't think after this lap, if we pit, we're gonna get out again of practice. It's just a practice session, just to see how the car feels, how the handling feels. You know, nothing too special. And yeah. So I don't think I will really need to take the car out again. Doesn't really matter what position we get in practice. It only matters in qualifying in the race. But yeah, I think we're gonna pit this lap. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna take the car out again of the pit. Now I think we're just gonna go into qualifying. We're just gonna skip to qualifying because it's faster like that. And plus, it doesn't really matter what position we get in practice. In qualifying, it does, obviously. In practice, not really. Because it's practice. It doesn't bring any points to the board. It doesn't tell us what we get in the race. It's qualifying, you know. I mean, it's just practice. Okay, let's see what position we get. 11th. Damn. I mean, doesn't really matter because we weren't like going again and again and again. We only did one lap, one out lap, and one lap that actually gave us time. So it doesn't really matter. We're gonna try our best in qualifying though to get the best position we can possibly get, and yeah. Okay, now we're here. Let's see what we get. Okay, we're out. Just wanna say thank you to all of you guys that have subscribed to me, and I hope you all will enjoy this series. So I'm gonna do my best and try my best to make it entertaining, and yeah, let's do this. Let's get into our very first qualifying lap here. Let's see what we can do. Okay. I'm pretty excited about this series, and I'm pretty excited to see what happens. What drivers we're gonna sign, what drivers we're gonna switch teams, what's gonna happen. And yeah, we got a pretty fast lap time, honestly. There, 1 minute 34. Not that bad. We have our teammate here, Liam Lawson. We're gonna try to overtake him right here because why not? And either we put this or next lap. Here we have Logan Sargent, which we just overtook, and we're chasing after our teammate to overtake him, so we can get maybe a little bit of clean air. Let's do our best to overtake our own teammate. It's not like we're actually racing or fighting him, but still, let's try. Trying to turn. I was a little bit aggressive, but there was no damage, and I think he backed out in the second there. I'm not sure though. I was a little aggressive though, but I don't think there was any damage, or else it would have warned me not to do that again. So yeah, either we put this or next lap. Yeah, I think we're putting it. Yeah, we're gonna put this lap, guys. Yeah. Okay, we're in. So guys, I want to say something right here. We're gonna go straight into the race. For some reason, I didn't find the footage for the what position we got in qualifying. So you guys are just gonna see the footage we got, what position we got in the race. So yeah, sorry about that.
No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal, and it's make or break here at round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities, and it could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. An immense lap from Carlos Sainz yesterday puts him in pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Norris, Leclerc, Rodriguez, Perez, Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Albon, Gasly, Ricciardo, Bottas, Joe, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso, Sargent, Magnussen, Liam Lawson, and Esteban Ocon lines up at the back of the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me today as once again we get another year of Formula One underway.
We're into those tense few minutes before the first race then. Everyone's a little bit nervous about reliability. They haven't been running in the hot, turbulent wake of other cars in practice. They've not been pushing at 100% for long durations. Let's hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
Okay guys, let's start this race here. We're in 6th place. We got not that bad of a position in qualifying, but it's lights out and away we go for our very first race in the Bahrain Grand Prix. We're off to a pretty good start, already in 5th place and in for 3rd place and in 1st place here. We go. Everybody was fighting there and I was a bit fast. Into turn 1. My teammate already falls to last place. He was in 2nd last. And we have myself fighting against Max Verstappen, which is incredible, honestly. Right away from 6th to 1st place. That was an incredible start. And Carlos Sainz chasing right after Max Verstappen. So they're going to be probably fighting. Then we have here Lewis Hamilton, which is right in front of William Albon. My bad, Alexander Albon. I just said William Albon because Albon is in Williams, so yeah. But he is right in front of Albon, which is in 8th place, and it's a Williams, so that's a big surprise. That's pretty good for them. We also have Piastri and Leclerc fighting for 9th place here. Just kind of like, because we have a Ferrari in 10th, and then we have a Ferrari in the top 3, so yeah, one of them is falling behind. And we have the 2 Aston Martins in 15th and 16th place. Damn. The Aston Martins are not having a good race. And here we have a fight between Yuki Tsunoda and Kevin Magnussen, which is gonna try to overtake him here into the turn. Yuki Tsunoda sandwiched between the 2 Hasses. Right now, we have the Aston Martins fighting, and now we have here Hulkenberg fighting against Logan Sargent into turn 1. Let's see how that plays out, and I think Hulkenberg won this fight. No, Logan Sargent comes back at him, trying to keep the position. They're side by side here. Let's see what can happen. Right now, Logan Sargent is winning this fight though against the Haas, and yeah, here's my teammate in last place. We have Max Verstappen trying to chase after me and trying to get my position here. Trying to get into first. A bit aggressive into the turn there. But no damage was caused. And into this turn here, Max Verstappen is fighting furiously, trying to get this position. He's not managing right now because I'm defending a lot. Let's see how this plays out here, because Max Verstappen's a tough rival here to fight against. See what he can do against us. We have also George Russell, which has just passed Max Verstappen into 2nd place, which came out of nowhere. He was just fighting into 1st place, but I guess that slowed us down into George Russell managing to get into 2nd and trying to get into 1st place. He goes into the turn. He's gonna try to overtake me. He doesn't manage yet, and we have a fight here between Max Verstappen and Carlos Sainz. And George Russell gets caught up in it because I get away a bit from that turn. A bit of oversteer, but that's fine. And Carlos Sainz overtakes Max Verstappen into 3rd place. And Sergio Perez might be trying also to overtake Max Verstappen because he's looking a bit slow right now. But I'm not going to speak right now because, yeah. But he just lost 2 positions. And I'm fighting here against George Russell. In Mercedes, excuse me. Let's see what happens. Right now we're winning, but let's see how this fight plays out. Let's see if he can get back at us with some DRS, because this is lap 3, so he will have access to DRS. He's not managing right now, but let's see what he can do. And we have also Max Verstappen and Carlos Sainz fighting there, side by side into the turn. And it looks like Carlos Sainz is winning this fight, but I'm not going to speak too soon also because of DRS. George Russell also has DRS, trying to overtake us. We're going to use a bit of overtake, but that's not enough, because there we have George Russell and me side by side, and Max Verstappen and Carlos Sainz side by side. I managed to win my fight, and Max Verstappen's trying to win his, but Carlos Sainz is managing to get a bit ahead. But I'm not gonna speak too soon because Max Verstappen is getting back, and I'm managing to overtake him into third place here. So far being a pretty interesting race. Let's see how this one goes. We have here Lando Norris trying to overtake Lewis Hamilton. Also Albon trying here to stay in front of Oscar Piastri, because we know McLaren's a lot faster than Williams. We have here me fighting against Max Verstappen, which manages to come back from 2 positions down. But now, is it gonna be 3 wide into turn 1? And it is! It's 3 wide between me, George Russell, and Carlos Sainz into turn 1. I managed to win it. George Russell staying in second, and Carlos Sainz in third, Perez in fourth, Verstappen in fifth. Damn. This race is right now being pretty interesting. I'm still keeping my first place from the start of the race. I'm not gonna let them. I'm gonna try my best to defend against them. And we have here George Russell, Carlos Sainz fighting here. Carlos Sainz managed to get second place right now on the board, it says, but George Russell gets it back. And I think Sergio Perez is gonna try to creep up and take their positions. But let's see how that goes. And yeah, let's see what happens here. And here we have George Russell again trying to fight us. Sergio Perez manages to get into third place. I'm gonna tell you top 10 for you guys. I'm in first, Russell second, Perez third, Sainz fourth, Hamilton fifth, Verstappen sixth, Norris seventh, Albon eighth, Leclerc ninth, and Piastri is 10th place. Right now I'm carrying the team because my teammate's in last place. So let's hope he doesn't stay like that into last place. But we go here, having a pretty good lead. We also have here Lando Norris trying to catch up to Max Verstappen, which might not be possible. Let's just see how this plays out. Carlos Sainz trying to fight for third place, and me fighting Russell for second. He didn't manage to get our position there. And now Sergio Perez and George Russell are fighting for second place. The car is getting a bit out of track. Not too much, but like, you know, the tires are starting to wear a bit. I think Lewis Hamilton just pit because now he was from 5th and now he's in 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 22nd place, which is in last place right now. So I think Lewis Hamilton pit early. And this is our in-lap actually. This is lap 7, it's our in-lap, so we're gonna pit this lap here. Let's see how this pit stop plays out. And we have Sergio Perez here trying to chase us and trying to overtake us before we pit. Let's see if he can. I don't believe really that he can overtake us before we pit, but let's see how this happens. He is really close here, and we got a bit of oversteer here. So far we're managing to keep up into first place. And Sergio Perez trying here his best to get into first place. George Russell trying to get into second. And I think Carlos Sainz is a little bit behind, because he's not really... Oh no, he's not behind, he's right there, but he's not managing to catch up to George Russell. We have here Lewis Hamilton that's behind the grid. Not too much though, that might be a little bit of a threat to us, because he's not too much time behind the grid. Looks like he got a pretty good pit stop. Let's hope that he doesn't overtake us while we're pitting, which is gonna suck if he does. But let's hope not. And we managed to keep in first place before we pit. Sergio Perez just overtakes us when we slow down to get into the pits. And yeah, we're getting our pit stop right now. Let's hope Lewis Hamilton doesn't overtake us because if he does, it's gonna be a nightmare to catch up. And we have here almost everybody pitting in here. We're right behind our teammate Liam Lawson. And Lewis Hamilton jumping up the grid. And he comes out right in front of us, which is gonna be difficult to catch up. Let's hope we do manage to catch up. But that's gonna pose a threat to us. Yeah. And everyone that's in front of us hasn't pit yet, so right now, technically, okay, everybody's pitting right now. Me and Lewis Hamilton are starting to jump up the grid. Lewis Hamilton first, and we are in second place here. Verstappen in third. Perez in fourth. Norris in fifth. Carlos Sainz in sixth. Leclerc in seventh. Albon in eighth. Alonso in ninth. And Gasly in 10th place. And Russell did not have a good pit stop because now he's in 12th place. Our teammate's still in last place. Just back there. We're trying our best to catch up to Lewis Hamilton right now, but Max Verstappen is not making that easy on us because he manages to overtake us. We go a little bit aggressive there to get our position back, but yeah, now Max Verstappen gets overtaken by his teammate Sergio Perez. He's gonna try to get the position back right now. And Lando Norris a bit aggressive also, trying to get his position, and he does manage here to get into 4th place. And now he's chasing after Sergio Perez. He's doing really well here for a McLaren driver. I mean, McLaren usually is a good team, so yeah, but not as good as Red Bull. Red Bull are suffering this episode and this race right now. But now Max Verstappen obviously managed to catch up while I'm fighting with Sergio Perez here. I managed to get there. Sergio Perez pushes us down there, but out of the track. But we managed to get back, and here the two Ferraris are in 7th and 6th, 6th and 7th, and now we get back in 2nd place. Sergio Perez, no, Max Verstappen manages to get into 3rd, and me and him are fighting, and also Lando Norris is trying to join in and into the fight for 2nd place. And Lewis Hamilton is just chilling here in 1st place. Just chilling, you know. So as you can see here, Lewis Hamilton first, and me and Perez are fighting for 2nd, but I'm managing 2nd place, and Sergio Perez in 3rd right now. Let's see if there's any surprises in this race, but I don't really believe so. Let's just see. We have Logan Sargent fighting against Kevin Magnussen. Let's see if we get any surprises in this race. Okay, here we have Lewis Hamilton. Carlos Sainz manages to get into 3rd place. Lando Norris still in 4th place, which is pretty good for McLaren. His teammate's in 11th, so it's pretty good for McLaren right now because one of the teammates is getting points and one of them is not, which is Oscar Piastri, which is not right now. And Lewis Hamilton's just chilling in 1st place, really ahead of this grid. It was a really good pit strategy. Got a really good pit stop. We got a pretty good pit stop too, but not as good as his, and he managed just to get in first place. And that just proves he got the better pit strategy, because he was all the way down the grid, and now he is in first place. That just proved how good that pit strategy was, and how good the planning of Mercedes is. And yeah, that was pretty good planning from them. And I think he's gonna be ending up winning this race. Lando Norris manages to get into third place, which is pretty good for McLaren. And Carlos Sainz in fourth, Perez in fifth, Leclerc in sixth, and seventh is Verstappen. And Lando Norris is fighting me here for second. We have right now Hamilton, POV, but right now myself and Lando Norris are fighting, but Carlos Sainz manages to come up into third, and then Lando Norris reclaims the position, and we have here the last lap with Lewis Hamilton in first place. And look at that grid, it's 3 wide, I think, into turn 1, and we have ourselves in second place against Max Verstappen in third and Lando Norris in fourth. And Lewis Hamilton just chilling, he knows he's gonna win this race. And Max Verstappen and me fighting here for second. Lando Norris is gonna take this opportunity to try to get into third place, which is gonna be huge for McLaren. Lewis Hamilton has just won the Bahrain Grand Prix, the very first Grand Prix of this year, and we have ourselves here coming in here to the checker flag in second place. We'll take it, it's not bad. It's our very first race, and we're gonna get second place, fighting against Norris, but we ultimately win second place. Here we're doing a little victory dance, and we have us second place, Norris third, Verstappen fourth, Perez fifth, Sainz sixth, Leclerc seventh, Albon eighth, Gasly ninth, and Alonso is in 10th place, and we get second place. That's pretty good, guys. I just want to say thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. Goodbye.
That's a fantastic team effort then to secure victory here in the desert. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
Well, when you overtake that many people, I'd certainly hope you'd win the race. Their car was really effective in the slipstream here today, and the team will be pleased that they didn't cook the engine, given how long they were spending in the hot air behind other cars. They had a lot of confidence to push their tyres hard as well, especially going into the corners, which allowed for some late braking and some exciting passes.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.